thing first. Russian media started claiming that portions of two Patriot systems have been destroyed in Ukraine. What do you know under what circumstances may have happened?
I would defer to the Ukrainian government, the Ukrainian military to answer that question.
Yeah, there are also reports that administration is poised to announce a new package today, which will include attack munitions as well.
We will have more to say about that in the very near future today.
Two more on this.
Just checking the clock. Very near future.
Are you in a position to speak to a growing narrative in Europe in particular over, following Hungarian Prime Minister's trip to Mar-a-Lago, over the notion that cutting off, the funding will end the war?
Funding
will end the war. So obviously he's quoting former president. We don't have any confirmation from.
Oh, I see the quote to which you're referring. Look, I'm not going to comment on that visit or on those quotes, but I will say that, as you are well aware, it continues to be the position of this administration, the position of the United States, that we need to support Ukraine. And look, Ukraine has the ability to fight absent U.S. support. Of course they do. But I think we've seen, and you saw the director of the CIA testify to this before Congress yesterday, we have seen Ukraine suffer battlefield losses in recent weeks that either they would not have suffered or would not have been as severe if they had had the U.S. support, the U.S. ammunition that we have committed to provide them, and that they will continue to suffer additional losses over the coming year if Congress doesn't act and support Ukraine. So we will continue to call on Congress to pass the president's supplemental request, because we think it is important that we stand up to Russia's aggression and support Ukraine in its defense of its territory.
There are, some calls on the Hill. Some folks are entertaining narrative that converting aid requests to loan might, address the problem issue. Where are you standing on that?
We do not think that saddling Ukraine with billions of dollars of foreign debt when it is trying to revive its economy, which ultimately is the best way for it to stand on its own feet, on 2 feet, and defend itself without aid from other countries, is an appropriate step at this time.
That's about Russia as well. So have you guys
One more, and then I'm going to move on.
Thanks so much. Have you guys responded to Russia since last week? Since they called in the ambassador and they claimed that the U.S. is intending to meddle in the internal affairs, and they even threatened to expel some U.S. diplomats. Any response to that?
No, obviously, I don't have any response to those reports of potential expulsions, other than that they would be completely unfounded, unnecessary, and inappropriate.